Hello and welcome to episode 4 of Flags and Foods. I am Mr. Flag and I'm excited to take you through a journey of flags and foods. Just to recap, Flags and Foods opens a window into the sights and tastes of a new country each week. So we welcome you back to the show. Let's say hello to the other half of the Flags and Foods team, Mr. and Mrs. Food.
Sawubona.
Yebo sawubona.
Sawubona? Any idea where this is from? These are the 3 quirky clues to help you out. Clue number 1. It is home to the highest commercial bungee jump in the world, the Blockruns Bridge at a dizzying height of 216 meters. Clue number 2. It is one of the only 2 countries in the world to have hosted the football, cricket and rugby World Cup. 3. It is the only country in the world where its 2 Nobel Peace Prize winners lived on the same street, which in itself is a top tourist attraction, the Vilakazi Street in Soweto, where Archbishop Desmond Tutu and Nelson Mandela once lived. If you haven't guessed the country yet, it is South Africa. I visited South Africa in 2009. From city life to adventure, wildlife to culture, breathtaking scenery to sun-soaked coasts, South Africa has it all. Known as a rainbow nation, it is a one-stop destination which offers a fascinating mix of experiences for travelers. South Africa Top 5 Attractions. 1. Cape Town. Perched between the iconic Table Mountain and the sapphire blue waters of Table Bay, Cape Town is one of the most spectacular cities in the world. Also known as Mother City, Cape Town offers a wide variety of attractions, including the magnificent Kirstenbosch Botanical Garden, penguin colonies on Boulders Beach, cage diving with great white sharks, to name a few. It is a starting point to the longest wine route in the world, known as Route 62, which stretches for 850 kilometers and includes world-class wineries of Stellenbosch and Paarl. 2. Kruger National Park. It is one of the world's oldest and most famous safari park and offers the chance for visitors to see the Big Five, as well as an astounding diversity of other wildlife. Beautiful Blyde River Canyon Nature Reserve is also a short drive from the Kruger National Park. 3. Garden Route. The route runs for about 200 kilometers through some of South Africa's most breathtaking coastal scenery. Highlights of the route include the charming town of Knysna, Oudtshoorn ostrich farms where you can ride an ostrich and taste ostrich meat and eggs, Kango caves, and the seal colony of the Robberg Nature Reserve. 4. KwaZulu-Natal. From the fascinating Afro-Indian city of Durban to the stunning Drakensberg Mountains and several national parks, KwaZulu-Natal offers a diverse mix of landscape and cultural experience for travelers. 5. Johannesburg. It is the largest city of South Africa and home to several top-rated attractions like Apartheid Museum, Constitution Hill, and Gold Reef City. The administrative capital of Pretoria, with its parks, gardens, and several historical monuments, is a short drive away.
Today we are making bunny chow.
Wow, what's that?
I will tell you in a minute. But before we do that, I will tell you there's an interesting South African custom where you need to wash your hands before and after every meal.
Well, don't we need to do that regardless, especially during these times? And what if we are using cutlery?
Well, it's an interesting custom to make a habit of, if not already. Having said that, today's dish needs to be eaten by hand, so we need to wash our hands anyway. Bunny chow, or bunny as it is commonly known, was founded by Indian immigrants from Durban. There are around 1.5 million Indians living in South Africa. Most of them are based in Durban. The name bunny was derived from the Banyas, which is a merchant community from India, and chow is a traditional South African slang for food. Bunny chow is a curry-based dish where the main protein can either be chicken, meat or beans, and it is uniquely served with a loaf of bread.
The ingredients for bunny chow are 1 kg chicken cut into bite-sized pieces, 2 onions finely sliced, 2 potatoes cut into medium-sized pieces, 1 tomato diced into small pieces, 2 teaspoon tomato paste, 2 teaspoon ginger garlic paste, salt. For the whole spices, we need 1 bay leaf, 3 cinnamon sticks, 5 green cardamom, 4 cloves and 1 star anise. For the spice powders, we need half teaspoon turmeric powder, 1.5 teaspoon cayenne pepper, 1 teaspoon coriander powder, half teaspoon cumin powder and 1.5 teaspoon curry powder. We also need coriander leaves to garnish the bunny chow, a loaf of bread and oil. Heat oil in a pot and saute the onions till golden brown. Add the whole spices. Stir in the ginger garlic paste. Mix in the chicken and fry for a few minutes. Add all the spice powders and let the spices evenly coat the chicken. Stir for about 6 to 8 minutes. Cover the pot and cook on moderate heat. Add the tomatoes and the tomato paste. Now mix in the potatoes and keep adding water for this to cook and also for having extra gravy. Finally, add the coriander leaves. To serve the bunny chow, cut a loaf of bread into half and scoop out the inner portion. You can keep that aside. Pour in the chicken and return the scooped out bread. The best thing is to ditch the cutlery and dig into the bunny chow with your hand. The bunny has a bit of a bleak origin, dating back to the apartheid times in South Africa, when unfortunately colored people were denied entry into most restaurants, and obviously there was no disposable packaging, for takeaway. So one restaurant owner devised this brilliant idea wherein the hollowed out bread itself would serve as a takeaway container. And from such humble origins, the bunny has come a long way to being one of South Africa's most loved and iconic dishes. And in this era when all of us are trying to cut down on plastic waste, the dishes like the bunny, I would say, are quite inspiring.
Hello Junior Food, welcome back.
Hello, Mr. Flag.
Hungry?
Yes, as always.
Well, you have to answer the 2 trivia questions.
Okay, I'm up for it.
Well, I know you really love geography.
Yes.
Okay. You know South Africa is the only country in the world with 3 capitals. Can you name the 3 of them?
Pretoria, Bloemfontein, and Cape Town.
That's absolutely right. Do you know why they have 3 capitals?
No.
Well, Pretoria is the administrative capital, Cape Town is the legislative capital, and Bloemfontein is the judicial capital of South Africa.
I still didn't understand any word you said.
Well, you're too young now. Maybe when you're grown up, you will know these words.
Okay.
Question number 2. I'll tell you a quote by the most famous South African. It goes like this: I never lose. I either win or I learn. Do you know who said this?
It is Nelson Mandela.
That's absolutely right, Junior Food.
You know what? I actually have my own version of this quote.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let me hear it.
I never lose. I either win or cry.
Let's dig in. Verdict time. We have given the 3 hand signals to Junior Food. They are
Okay.
to Junior Food. Verdict.
With
That-
one more thumbs up.
Wow, the triple thumbs up. That's amazing, Junior Food. One of my most distinct memories of going to South Africa is going to one of the restaurants in Durban, a famous one called Gouden, and having bunny chow. The two things which was really fascinating for me was the name of the dish and how it was presented. It's actually, the curry is Indian and it's spicy, and it's a unique experience that you can actually eat the bowl from where you are served the food. And frankly, you can not go wrong with the bunny. It's such an amazing dish. Encourage viewers for tuning into this episode of Flags and Foods. If you liked our show, please subscribe to our channel.
Don't forget to press the bell icon.
We will be back next week with another signature dish from another stunning country. Till then, happy cooking and keep your travel dreams alive. As spectacular as South Africa is, unfortunately, the crime rate is also quite high in the country, which poses quite a serious threat to travelers. During my visit to South Africa, I stayed in this very affluent neighborhood of Johannesburg by the name of Sandton, and we had a mall which was like 100 meters away from the hotel. I could literally see the mall. So when I wanted to walk to the mall for dinner, the hotel insisted I take a cab. This totally surprised me, as I was not expecting this level of safety precautions. On this backdrop, I had a city tour of Johannesburg the next day, and I was met by my driver, a big South African guy by the name of Kingston. Kingston posed me a challenge. He will take me to one of the touristic streets of South Africa located in its touristic neighborhood by the name of Hillbrow. I need to walk from one end of the street to the other end of the street. I quite agreed to it without knowing that Hillbrow is probably the most dangerous street in all of South Africa. So just when I was about to get out of the car, Kingston told me, let me first take you to a drive through the street. So I agreed, and seriously, during the drive, the kind of characters I saw on that particular street absolutely sent a shiver down my spine, and I totally backed out of my challenge. Well, as a consolation, Kingston told me that none of his guests have passed the Kingston Hillbrow challenge. Well, for all travelers to South Africa, it's an amazing country, but do take the necessary precautions and be wary of your surroundings. Until next time, goodbye.